Hey guys, how's it going? Stefan here. Today I'm actually going to talk about using the law of attraction and how it's helped me in my personal life to become a more confident and better person. And I'm going to break it down into 3 parts: visualization, self-confidence, and the thing that ties those 2 together, action. And like I said, I'm going to talk about those in the upcoming segments. Please stay tuned, and I hope I can help you guys out. Bye. Thank you so much for coming back, guys. I really appreciate it. Now, the way I started off with the law of attraction was with visualization. In a nutshell, the law of attraction is whatever your thoughts are is what your physical reality is going to be. So if they're positive, your physical life is going to be positive. If they're negative, your physical life is going to be negative. Now, when I first started to learn about it and I reflected back on my own life, I kind of saw like, yeah, when I was being negative, my life tended to be more negative. And now by being more positive myself and just always trying to look on the more optimistic side of life, life tends to go that way, you know? And with visualization, that's pretty much the key. You just have to honestly think better, and then life will get better. I know it's sounds too simple to be real and too simple to think that it works. And you know what, like maybe that's not where you need to start off, but it's definitely where I needed to start off, because a lot of the reasons my life was so negative was because I was making it that way. Like I had a lot of negative emotions pent up inside me that really were created by me. They weren't influenced by any external stimuli or anything like that. It was just myself thinking I wasn't, suited for this lifestyle I had, in the sense where like I didn't deserve anything good that happened to me. But then when I started to change that, life started to feel a lot better for me. Again, visualization is where I started personally. You can start with, physical positivity, like maybe just be more active, and then that will influence your thoughts. But like I said, for me, it was all about what's going on here between the eyes, that's for sure. And from there, I was able to start building myself up more physically, and I started to exercise more, and then I started to get goals after a while. But it took time, for sure. But I think definitely being there for yourself, having your own back, really helped me to grow as a person. But yeah, that just about covers it for visualization for myself. And now I'm going to talk about how that visualization aided my confidence and honestly sent my confidence through the roof. And I couldn't be more grateful for it. Thanks, guys. So, how the law of attraction affected my confidence was because when I started to visualize a better life for myself and see myself in a more positive light, it eventually bled over into my confidence. So I guess for me, a way to put it was, it went from something metaphysical to something physical, something I could feel and something I could frankly act on in the future. And that was a really cool experience for me, and it definitely reassured me and helped me believe in your thoughts shape your reality. And now again, that might be different for other people. Like they may need to start with their behaviors to experience the same kind of effect I did. But for me, I needed to start with my mind and get my thoughts in a more positive way, you know? And the law of attraction definitely helped me visualize being better and being positive. And then the confidence came after that for me. And with that confidence, it all comes from just having a more positive outlook on life. Now when I'm presented with a negative situation, I'm not thinking I'm gonna lose or I'm gonna be beaten by this. Instead, I feel like I can rise to the challenge or figure it out. It might not be right away. It might take some time to figure it out and what the right move is to to like beat the situation. But having a greater amount of confidence definitely helps with that, because like I said, if this was me before, when I had no confidence, I would have just instantly been beaten down by the situation and I would have given up in the first hurdle. But the law of attraction definitely helped me with seeing myself in a better light and also feeling a lot better. And like I've mentioned multiple times in this video, like that's definitely something I needed to work on first, was thinking better. And as a result of thinking better, I start to feel better. Again, that's just the way I had to do it. Everyone else might have to do it a little differently, but that's just the path I have to take and how it's helped me. And I'm super happy that I realize it now with all of this, you know, with just I know what's good for me and I know what's not good for me. And thank you so much for listening, guys. See you for the last part. I hope you like it. Bye. Now, what I tend to see where the law of attraction gets a lot of criticism for is that people think like, oh, all I have to do is think positively and then my life's going to change. And they kind of take it like, well, I'm thinking positively about this situation, but I'm still stuck in this situation, you know? And I understand where people can get frustrated with that, but the one thing that gets left out, I find, is that people don't really talk about acting and taking action with the law of attraction. Because I feel like if people told more there's like that side of the law of attraction, more people would buy into it, even realize they're actually doing it themselves without even having like conscious knowledge that they're practicing it. And for me, how acting on the law of attraction took place, like I said, it slowly went from being something metaphysical to slowly becoming more physical. You know, it went from the thoughts in my head getting better to how I felt inside getting better, and now acting on it. Like I'm building this YouTube channel. I've committed to try and make a video every week and trying to get better at it every week as well. By being just happy with what I'm doing and hopeful with what I'm doing that this will get bigger and bigger and get more views and more subscribers. And whatever lesson you take from it, I'm really grateful for. But if I'm being honest, this is just an experiment for me, because I want to see how good I can get with video editing, confidence on camera, you know, even filming and lighting and communicating a message as well. Because I do want to say the stuff that's helping me. I do want to communicate it with people and see what they get out of it, you know, see how they use it, if they use it to build themselves or not. But at least the information's out there. And circling back to confidence for a little bit, when you have or for me, when I got more confidence, I realized that, yeah, my voice is important. And yes, the law of attraction may have been spoken to or spoken about to death. And I really don't have anything new to add to it, but I do have my own perspective, my own way of using it to help better myself. And I think that's worth sharing, honestly. What I want to get to in this part is that acting, at least for me, became a lot easier when I was more positive in my thoughts and more positive in how I felt about myself. And then acting on something became almost like a natural step, because like I wasn't worried about failing or anything like that. I was just thinking that, okay, I'm gonna do it, and that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna do it. I don't care how it turns out for the first time. I'm just gonna be happy that I went out and I filmed something, and then I'll build on top of that, you know? And slowly I feel like it's just all the actions I'm doing are building on top of each other in a very positive way, because I feel like I'm actually improving as a person. Like, I'm learning new ideas, I'm challenging myself with YouTube and everything like that. And also I feel like I conquered a big challenge of mine, which was that I was always in a more pessimistic state my life, feeling like I was undeserving of the things around me, and like just overall negative state of mind. But now I feel like I beat that, and I'm no longer that person at all. I feel like I'm definitely a more positive, more hopeful person. Now, I know some of you may be thinking like, oh, that's not really an action, you know, that's something a little bit more metaphysical. But there's a term called Wu Wei, which means actionless action. It's a part of the Taoist practices. And the way I look at it is just by, even though it doesn't really involve me being physical or anything like that, the things I was doing to help change myself into the person I am now felt like an action on the inside, just because of the the amount of effort I had to do to change myself. And I'm really happy that I did. I'm really happy with the system that I figured out for myself of visualizing how I want something to go, and then slowly building my confidence with that, and then finally acting on what I would like to do. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Please remember to like and subscribe if you really liked it. And then, yeah, let me know your story. You know, if you've had any experiences like mine with the law of attraction, or your own unique one as well, just let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. Bye.